Hello everyone, welcome to the Inspiring Ohana series. As you know, Salesforce ecosystem is inspiration for everyone. We have lots of success stories full of inspiration, lots of motivational stories in our ecosystem. I am Om Prakash, a Salesforce MVP, and today in this Inspiring Ohana series, we have Sesa. Welcome, Sesa. Thank you very much for joining us today. And can you please share something about yourself in more details for our audience?
Hello, sir. It's really pleasant to have this session with you. And coming to myself, I am Amarala Venkat Seshagiri, shortly known as Sesha. So, according to my journey, I am from KL University passed out. I am 2020 passed out student. And currently, I am working as a Salesforce developer at CloudBase. And currently, I am leading Vijayawada development. So these are my basic details. So coming forward, we can discuss more about my journey and all this stuff. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving
Yes,
me this opportunity.
thank you very much for sharing your experiences with us today. And yes, I am one of the regular attendee of Vijayawada developer groups, and
Yes,
happy I am also a speaker there.
yes,
So
yes.
that's great. Okay, so just we want to hear your story in terms of your career journey. It's very fortunate, like you are in the Salesforce ecosystem from your starting career. So can you please share some story how you got to know about Salesforce and how it happened? You have started your journey from college directly in Salesforce ecosystem, and I can say within years you are doing amazing for give back too.
Yes, sir. This is September and almost we are in October. So 2019 January 29th is the date I never forget because that's the date where CTS as a company and Salesforce as a company collaborated together and they form a program called CPS Salesforce Program, which is similar to Journey to Salesforce program. So this program is especially for students. So on 29th of January 2019, the D-Day where Vishwavikas Dagala, our developer relations team manager, came to our college and gave an induction session on Salesforce and also along with the team of CTS company. So that's the day when I have decided that okay, this is the technology where I can explore because by looking into the data, by looking into the motivation given by Vishwa, it is impeccable. And on the day my journey started, they have given us some of the trial mixes, they have given some of the mentors. We had a charter group where we can solve our doubts. So in that way, my Salesforce journey started. So I was like, it is not started not only for me, but it is the journey for 210 people in our college. So with respect to the criteria of CGPA, they segregated to 10 people, and I was one of them. But one thing which is always there is in our college there are 10 plus certification courses. So Salesforce is one of them. There are other like Service Now, Pega, Automation Engineering. So these are some of the certification courses. So people are used to think in a way that Salesforce is just a certification course where we are students, just like others. So, but in my situation, I was like, no, Salesforce is not a certification course. It is a career path. I have to convince my friends, I have to convince my college management that okay, sir, don't treat it as a certification course. Please dig deep dive into it. Please get us some mentors from the ecosystem so that we'll choose it as a career path and we will be get hired as a Salesforce intern or Salesforce developer in near future. So that is how I used to be there, but yeah, somehow I was unsuccessful at the initial days because I was not able to convince because Salesforce is not the so-called hot cake in our college because of maybe lack of placements or not awareness. But I used to know about Trailblazer community. I used to know Gaurav sir, Om sir, Rupesh sir. Okay, these are the people doing lots of stuff in this ecosystem. So there is something is there. Even I was fresher. I don't know much about it at the time. But yeah, that is how it is there. So one thing I had there is to prove myself. So if I prove myself, something is there in Salesforce, then itself people will start trust me. Okay, this guy is doing something. So the only way I can cook is I have to be the topper of that program. So out of 210 people every month, there will be a data sheet where the first is having these many badges, these many super badges. So every time I used to crack that top position to prove myself, and along with me, my friends also be there at second, third, and fourth. So that is how we learning in a competitive way, in a fun way, and we are there for each other to solve any problems or any doubts like that. In such a way, I convinced my college and I convinced my fellow students like that. Salesforce is not a certification course; it is a career path, and I am successful in it at one point.
Wow, lots of things, very useful info, especially for someone who is new and they are thinking like about the Salesforce career. And one thing I learned from you, like you were one of the brightest student in your college, and when you got to know about Salesforce, then you started learning it, and now we have a very good career. So, can you please say much about how you learned Salesforce? That's fine, in college you got to know about Salesforce, Salesforce developer relation team, and your college they help you understand how to start Salesforce career. But how you really learned? Like, can you please tell me something?
Yes, sir. So any student, the initial step will be trial run. So we had this, I think 11 trial mixes at that time. 6 trial mixes are admin trial mixes and 5 trial mixes are developer trial mixes. So using those trial models, we used to learn. But as you know, trial is not the only resource where every thing will be learned. We similarly had some of the mentors. So some of the mentors from Salesforce come to our college and they will give us a 1 week a session like that. So where we will have these doubts clarified. But yeah, 210 people cannot clarify this doubt at one place. But only place where we will have these doubts clarified is success.salesforce.com. So we use it to post our questions, whatever the challenge we got stuck over there, and in that at that time it is called as success.salesforce.com. Now it is trailblazers.salesforce.com. It is renamed to that. So we used to post our questions. We used to get the answers within a day, and we used to solve, and that is how it happens, sir. And we used to have one charter group also. So whenever we have any doubt, we used to ask a charter group as well. Yeah, that is how we used to learn as a student at initial stage.
Wow. So yeah, Trailhead. We love Trailhead, and get to know you also started learning from Trailhead. The mentors given you some sessions, and then you have you the success community, like our Trailblazer community, to asking answers, and Trailblazers help you. Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that time you were aware about the Trailblazer community because you were asking questions on our answer form. So, how you started involving with community groups, or I can say student groups? Can you please share something from this journey, how it have
Yes, sir.
been?
So at start, I was very much focused to my academics. Like I have to complete these trial mixers, trial badges, and I have to be the top position every time to prove myself, and maybe to bag a very good job in this ecosystem. So later, I got some good placements and everything else. I was very good with that. Later, I used to know that there are some events happening at Hyderabad. There are some events happening at Bangalore. I used to know that Trailblazer community is happening, but only that success community where people will answer our questions. Like that. But there will be live events happening here and there. I used to know about these things, but using LinkedIn. At that time, I was not aware of Twitter as well because our Trailblazer community is very much famous at Twitter, not that much at LinkedIn. But yeah, via LinkedIn, I came to know that Roshan Rajkot, Kishore BT, Om Prakash. I used to know Om Prakash is doing some sessions in Bangladesh. So I was like, wow, man, people are crazy that they were not only in India, but doing something else in Bangladesh as well. So like that, I attended a very few sessions, virtual sessions. I attended one or two, where I came to know like the Salesforce live sessions, some Hyderabad session. I tend to, okay, now I get to know that okay, something is there, and even I came to know that from MIT college. So in my journey, MIT college plays a major role because at that time Aviral Agarwal is the boom. Student community is very well known of Aviral Agarwal. So looking into his journey, I got inspired, and some of my fellow friends like Shubham Bharatwaj and people told me that okay, Sesha, you are doing a really great job in your college. Why can't you have this role called student leader, so student community leader? So now, there I applied for this role, and I became the student group leader of KL University. And my leadership journey and my contribution towards the community started there. Yes, sir.
Okay, so if I summarize, you got to know about this awesome event via LinkedIn
Yes, sir.
initially.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I can say like you will recommend every newbie, every students to be there on LinkedIn and Twitter to get like latest update what is happening around.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
cool. Yes, yes. It's also my personal experience for this. So yeah, I can also recommend the same. Means we can recommend, right? Awesome.
Definitely.
Okay. And so I remember I was on Twitter, and I am also following you very well. So can you please share something about event from your college? Like you have a large mega event in your college, and why you did this? What impact you have left in your college or with your friends, maybe from juniors and colleagues? So please share something about that event.
Yes, sir. So at September 2019, I became the student group leader. I had this one thing in my mind. Lots of people are doing lots of events, community events. Let's say MIT college, let's say some other college in some other state. So why there is no event in our state, especially in our university? So the bug is there in my mind every time. But it should be like a win-win situation from both the college and from my side as well. Right? So my college is like, okay, let's concentrate on the placements. Let's placements get completed, then we can go ahead with good big event. So we successfully, all the 210 people got placed with the help of our journey, or with the help of some certifications we used to have. Along with me, 40 plus students are certified into Salesforce admin before we enter into these interviews. So all the 40 members got placed because that certification plays a major role in our resume, which I am very much proud of it. Because I make my friends to do that certification. So that is how our journey went, and all the 210 people were placed, and now we are happy to do any event. But unfortunately, our plan was not successful. But we planned it October, November at that time. It is not successful. But our college management is like, Sesha, don't worry. Now your time to teach juniors. So you got mentorship from answer community, from other people who is coming to college and giving 1 week of session like that. But yeah, they were like, Sesha, fourth year is very much flexible for you. I entered into fourth year, and fourth year, especially eighth semester, is very flexible to you. So you start teaching to students. So there I started teaching students to second years and third years, and I got that okay. Here we are having 600 players, strength of trailblazers in our college. So why can't we have this mega event? I was like going to my HOD sir. I want to return is Harikaran Bege, and my Dean Academics, who is MBA Professor. So these are the two pillars of my life, and also our placement coordinator, Praveen Krishna, sir. So these three people supported me every time. So they were like, okay, you want to do this event, do it, go for it. So however the amount it will be, no worries, we'll take care. And in that way they supported me, and finally on 9th and 10th of February, we were about to launch this event, and I am thankful to New Delhi Developer Group at the time because those people organized the event. Those people at the time, as I told you, I was not much aware of Twitter and all this stuff. They used to promote our event, and they make sure that the remaining speakers also come into the pipeline, like Abhinav Gupta sir. We are fortunate to have him. We are fortunate to have Kishore sir, Roshan sir, Neetu madam, and champions like Abhishek Simulator, Analytics champion. Sagar Kinja, AI champion, and Sushant, lightning champion. So all the bunch of people were there, all the lightning champions, MVPs, CEOs of a company, bid leader, Neetu ma'am. So everyone we packed into 13 people, and they just come to our college, and the impact of that event, Salesforce mega community event, which has happened on 9th and 10th, where 600 plus students were there in the event. And it was gone very viral. Kavindra Sar has a good comment on it, and also from Salesforce team, Aditya and Kiran Manyala also part of that event. People have gone gaga, sir. I was very fortunate to have that event, and I can say that event make me one of the good personality in this ecosystem, at least in the student community.
Awesome. So yeah, so you have mentioned very interesting point, like how we have left impact in your college and how successful it was. And thank you for mentioning some of your mentors and some of the leaders. So, because we in our community we feel much connected due to these regions, right? Because everyone is willing to help each other. Wow, thank you. And I can also guess now your Vijayawada Developer Group journey has started after the impact of that event. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Nice. And you are doing really well. I can say like almost every weekend you have some sessions. Do you want to share some highlights to our audience, like so that if someone is new might be around, they can join us next time?
Sure. So I was a student group leader. Everything is going good, and at one point of time, student groups are dissolved. So I was like, okay, it is good. I'm not being a leader is okay, something is good, but yeah, I have always have this in my mind that why I am always preferring to go to Hyderabad communities, Bangalore community. Why not Vijayawada? I am from Vijayawada. It is my city. This is a very good big city, and I can say it is near to capital city of Andhra Pradesh, Amaravati. So why can't this community? Then I came to know that okay, this community is already existed. One of the leaders already existed, which his name is Suresh. So I contacted Suresh, and I was like, this and that. Suresh is like, I'm staying in Hyderabad, so I'm not getting enough support because of this is a tier 2 city. So I was like, no worries, Suresh. If not the employees, the students are the next employees. For coming 1 or 2 years, all the students are going to be employees. So we can target most of the students across the company, and I was fortunate to have him, and he made me as a leader. As I was onboarded as a leader, and then the journey started. We started with a events, meet the leaders event, where similarly we used to have this journey sharing, where we had inaugural event we had with Roshan, Kishore, and Atul, where because these three people are very close to me, because they also our speakers at a Salesforce Mega Community event, and also my second event you were there, sir, you, Aviral, and Amit. So like that, set of events were happening on a positive note. We used to have a very good number of audience, and people will be like, okay, Vijayawada is event happening. We are there. We will come. Don't worry. So in that way, people are there, and I'm very much fortunate to contribute more to student communities. Me as a student, I always believe that one thing, every employee will be having some sort of mentorship from their company or from the biggest developer groups, admin groups, or bit. But coming to student communities, there is some lag between, or there is some gap between understanding or something else, because in their mind there will be placements, in their mind there will be pressure from parents. So how the Salesforce will help me? Will that help me, or will that not help me? So this gap will be there for students. So I thought, okay, me as a person is there to fill that gap, and have to show the exact path, how this is the path you have to go, and you have to establish your profile in such a way you will get placed into this ecosystem, and one day we are going to work together in Trailblazer community, and they are in a good company. So that is how I think.
Yeah, thank you very much for pointing this one. Students especially needs more attention from us. Like we are working, right? We are learning, we are exploring more, we are connected. And students have some pressures about the placement, about their job, about their career. So we can spend our few times, few hours with them to help them succeed. And who know, many states are awaiting just our, little bit guide path. Hey, there is an awesome career journey in our Salesforce ecosystem. And you mentioned very well earlier, like a few colleges, I can say a few students are still not much aware about the awesome career path. So it's our combined responsibility. Now go ahead and help them succeed together. Well, okay, Sisa, so it was really, one of the interesting talk, and I want to summarize our talk. And can you please give a brief message to someone who is just looking to start their career? Some students may be around, and they are just thinking what is Salesforce, how to learn Salesforce. So, what message you want to give in like brief way?
So, sir, so those who are starting their journey, I think I assume that they are going to start journey via Trailhead. So let's explore Trailhead. Let's explore 10 to 15 badges. So until or unless you make your hands dirty with the platform, you will not get understand about the platform. What is setup? What is this object? So what is this security? So these all are the things you have to absorb at the initial stage. So if they got absorbed at the initial stage about the platform, about Trilite, what is playground, so how we can create multiple playgrounds, what is app exchange app. So all these things are basic things which should have to be taken care initially. I know everyone will face this problem, like what is happening. I am not able to know what is Salesforce. So it is a cloud, it is a company. So it's the initial gamble will happen everyone in their mind. But yeah, it is okay. Take your own time. Once you get to use to this platform, start digging this platform. Do more badges. After doing some certain badges, you will be getting a good amount of knowledge in particular thing. So let's say if it is security, go for the security super badge. If it is reports and dashboards, go for the reports and dashboards super badge. So these are your Twilight journey will have to go. Once you are very good with admin, so go, let's say admin is comprised of mainly 6 topics: data management, data modeling, uh, security, automation, reports and dashboards, UI customization. So if you are very good with these 6 topics, then go for the certification. Because people will say that certification does matter or doesn't matter. But according to my experience or according to my friend's experience, certification definitely give a weightage to your resume. Let's say there are 100 people, 20 people who are certified and 80 who are not certified. Definitely the recruiter will look into the 20 people only. So he will first shortlist these 20 people, and then he will start interviewing them. Out of those, the good minds will definitely get placed. And so that's the way people can go. But nowadays, certification is like you are getting a lots of vouchers in this television community. There are partner things were happening like level of challenge, everything else. So getting a voucher is a really great thing. If not a voucher, it's absolutely fine. You can attend any webinar and certification days webinar. In that certification days webinar, we'll get $70 voucher or $100 voucher. You can apply them, and you can uh, uh, write exam. It hardly matters for you when you are paying this ample amount of money to your college, lakhs of amount. It is hardly matters to a certification, because it is an investment you are doing for your future. So if you invest whatsoever amount you are paying, that will definitely give back to you with a good job in your hand. I can say very good job in your hand, because the Salesforce ecosystem is very much famous to have very good packages as well. It is not like a basic package. So I strongly recommend everyone to go with certification at primary stages. As a student, it is good to have an admin certification. Later you can have a platform app builder or platform developer one. So this is what I generally suggest everyone whosoever are interested to talk with me, and have a call with them every time, and I suggest with them. So later you get certified. That's the thing you have to remember, that now you are certified. Now you are good to go with placements. So if your college is having a certain number of placements, then go for it. Any company knows Salesforce. Not even a single company is there who doesn't know Salesforce. So if you are in your resume, there is Salesforce certified, definitely that company will identify you and they will definitely hire you. If not, your college is there. There are lots of programs happening here and there. So like Trailblazer Connect program, Journey to Salesforce program. So this program will also recruit you with some certain criteria like finishing these trail mixes. So finish those trail mixes, get the eligibility, participate in those programs, and then get your job in the hand. So this is how the journey goes. This is how my journey also goes. And one more thing I just want to give notice to everyone is LinkedIn. Guys. So LinkedIn is the very, very, very important platform for a student. I can say Twitter is also important, but yeah, Twitter is I will place Twitter is the second position. I will place LinkedIn at the first position when you are a student, because whatever the activities you are doing the super badge, you are a ranger, you are certified, you will post it in your LinkedIn. And please do connect with as many HRs as possible, as many recruiters as possible. They will definitely have an eye on you. So at one fine day, if there are any openings, they will definitely reach out to you. That is how it has happened to me. Lots of company reach out to me. I gave interviews. I got offer letters. At a total inclusion of my college placements and those LinkedIn placements, I got 9+ offers in my before completing my fourth year. So out of that 9+, I chose one of the best company, which is CloudBiz, and now I'm working there. So open your things. Now the market is not like that, but yeah, you can at least get more than one job offer in your hand where you can choose the best company you want. So that is the one message I would definitely give.
Wow, so nine offer, really cool, awesome. Like you have lots of R&D required for finding where to go if you have nine offer.
Thank you, sir.
Really,
That's real.
congratulations for this wonderful journey and this wonderful experience. And I can say you are enjoying your journey with our Trailblazer community. And as you mentioned, we have lots of programs. Yes, Journey to Salesforce program, as a student program, student ambassadors. We had a student India program last year. Now we have different program for the students, mentorship program, lots of community initiative, lots of Salesforce initiative, and this is where we feel okay. We have lots of support, right? So yeah, thank you very much once again for being here. And this was our first recording for this series, and this series is basically focused on you all to inspire our next generations. And thank you very much for your time. It's early morning. We connected at 5:30 a.m. So it's great. Thank you.
Thank you to you, sir, and I really admire and love you a lot. I was a great fan of you. If I thought anything about event, okay, Om sir will be there and everything like that. So you are the inspiration to Trailblazer community, especially events. So if I thought anything about event, for the first person come to my mind is Om Prakash. So the dedication he shows, he is a product head at one of the biggest companies in India, but he shows his dedication towards the Trailblazer community. Every day he used to spend hours and hours irrespective of his work. So that's really inspiring for me. Me as a younger generation, I do inspire you a lot and a lot. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And yeah, let's keep inspiring each other. Our Ohana is full of inspirations. And that's why we all like feel kids, no matter how much hours or minutes or days, we all are on the same goal. Let's succeed together with our Trailblazer community. So it's nice talking, and I just want to give message to audience. If we also have some interesting story to share, you also want to inspire our next generation, please visit inspiringohana.com. We'll get all those details, and next time we'll share your story with our Ohana. And you know, when our story helps someone we don't know, right? In which way someone getting inspired from us, we really don't know. So that's why we always preferred to go ahead, share your story, write your own blog, create your, on channels and do lots of things. And Sisa, you are doing very well for the developer groups, the people around. And I can say nowadays you are connected virtually. So you are not only helping your local city people, but you are helping people globally with your initiatives. And thank you very much once again. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe.
Thank you, sir. Bye bye. Bye.